Yo, this is Delta Tango Mike, another edition of the Thriving Artist Art Life Shorts. It is January 15, and we're getting busy with Start Now 2020. Start Now 2020 is my call for all artists, creatives of every caliber and level to go ahead and get started. Whatever it is, that thing that you wanted to do, whatever it is that thing that you want to see happening in your art career, you need to start now. And just start with the first step. Don't go too far. Don't go too crazy. Don't overthink it. Just start right now. So anyways, today's message is all about storytelling versus start. Okay, so my wife is showing me my sign. Come on, let's get it. Let's put it in. Start where you are, use what you have, and do what you can. All right, Arthur Ashe is his quote, and that's what Start Now 2020 is all about. Okay, so today's topic has to do with storytelling versus promotion or pitching. One thing that happens a lot with us creatives is that we think about the process of creating and leveling up our skills, and then when it's time to promote it or share it or post it online, the message is not well organized. And I see a lot of artists, and it's happened to me, I've done it myself, and a lot of artists will say, who wants to buy some art? That doesn't help. That message is not, it doesn't sound inviting. It doesn't sound like somebody wants to engage with you. When people post information about, oh, you should have a good logo, your logo should represent this, your brand should represent that, but then it's a text post and they're not showing the work of what that means and what it looks like. Eventually what happens is that we get into this mindset where we're trying to promote, say, hey, I got an art show coming up, come and see my art show, and it's like this pitching and selling and trying to convince people of something, and something that in the way your message sound, it sounds like that people don't need this, and you're trying to convince them of something. That is the mindset we're gonna have to switch. We got to stop pitching. What we need to do, the way it's gonna work, and the way you're gonna see your creative and art business success is by storytelling. Adding the story into what it is that you're doing. So while I'm talking about my art show that's coming up in February 1st, with Lord Yada, I'm gonna also show you how I'm putting the artwork together. I got my brushes out. I got another painting there that I started working on, and so on and so forth. I'm showing you the story about how we came up with this concept. Why did we choose some of the people that we're gonna feature in the artwork? How is our process come into play into creating this body of work? And then invite you over to the show. So we kind of create and shape a story that then brings you in, and you can go along for the ride. But if we're just telling you, hey, come to our show, hey, come to our show, hey, you should be at our show, hey, we're going to have some food at the show, hey, you need to come to the show. And it gets, the message gets a little tiring, and people start tuning it out. And what you want is storytelling. Tell your story. If you're going to talk about who wants to buy some art, then you need to then think about, well, how could I frame those words in a different way so I can say, hey, check it out. Let me show you my studio. I got tons of art up in my studio. Let me show you some of the pieces that I have that that are part of a collection that's now available. Think of the words that you can say that will create a bigger idea, have a story at the core, and then you can welcome people into your world. So then they want to feel like they're part of the story. They recognize the story. They hear your story. They get involved and love your story, and then they become your supporters. That's the answer for today. That's something I want to touch on. Check out Art is King. Art is King is on meetup.com. Check us out, artisking_ATL on Instagram and Twitter. And on YouTube, where I'm posting all these videos, is Art is King. Check out my work, Delta Tango Mike. I am Instagram, Twitter, Facebook. And I'm teaching artists how to create a digital career, digital skills, digital challenges when it comes to drawing and illustration. And you can find me at Patreon, patreon.com/Delta Tango Mike. All right, till next time, I'll see you soon. Start Now 2020. Peace.